Yeah, now you know where to go. Just jump up here. Sonny, there's a park, little walkway through there like that through a park. Yeah, I remember.
No, that's a try. No, that was a big one. Yeah, good shot.
I was in a pub in Queensland with a few other guys. We were just having a feed there, and I don't know, we weren't really sitting down watching it or anything like that, but yeah, it was all exciting. A complete surprise. My main thing was just to really concentrate on performing for the Tars to the best of my ability, and yeah, it was lucky enough, or am lucky enough to be here now. Yeah, you got to ask questions if you don't know, so I don't know, I didn't know whether I was supposed to be in kit down to breakfast, and just a quick message to a mate, don't have to be, or yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, we're all helping each other, and then yeah, it honestly is the little stuff, you know, like clothes, shoes, or stuff like that you might not really think about, but yeah, it sort of goes with the discipline of the team and stuff like that. Hoops and Nard have been really good to me. They obviously have been in that situation, coming into a side, and yeah, just asking them a quick question over WhatsApp or something like that is, yeah, he's really helpful. Jack, you know, he was sort of, you know, don't make sure you're not late for the bus and things like that. So, but yeah, it's all pretty clear. We have a briefing in the morning, and yeah, massage times and physio times and things like that. You sort of make sure you're on time for. I first got into it in Canberra in the under-12s, played a bit of soccer, or attempted to play some soccer, up until then, and yeah, then came down to Sydney to school, and then yeah, played it throughout school, and then sort of, yeah, after school played at the prestigious club of Randwick, and yeah, just carried on from there. Yeah, the RC is great. It's a lot quicker. I got injured about around 6, I didn't, yeah, something like that, so didn't play the rest of it, but yeah, we had a good bunch of blokes then in the Eagles, and just really enjoyed it. It was a good time for footy, so yeah, no, it definitely helped. It sort of play with new guys and different systems and stuff like that, all that experience with rugby, the more you play, the better you get, I guess. You sit down and watch a Bledisloe with your family, or your old man has a few guys that come over, and yeah, it's always a dream, but it's still sort of got to pinch yourself, I guess. But yeah, if you get the opportunity to pull that jersey on, it will honestly be a dream come true.
It's a pretty surreal moment. You're not really expecting it, and then you know, I thought it was pretty special on Thursday when Czech said I was in, but yeah, that out there is second to nothing. I expected it to be awesome, and it was everything and more. It sort of was a bit of a blur, to be honest. Everything's happening at a bit of pace, and you just try and do your role and control the things you can control. So that's what I sort of concentrated on. And yeah, look, I wish I could remember the finer details, but I'll have to go back and watch the video for that sort of thing. Keps was actually next to me on my right, and he was bellowing the anthem out, so I just sort of just joined him, and yeah, I think that's probably the one thing that I remember. He was just giving it everything, and it's such a special sort of occasion, and something honestly I'll never forget. The guys have been actually really good. There's a fair bit of knowledge stuff that we got through on Monday, and Tuesday we belted each other a bit. But yeah, the blokes have been awesome, and they obviously remember when they had their debut, and they still remember it. And yeah, just the little tap on the arse and the handshake means a lot. I'm really lucky throughout my entire, obviously a short career, but all throughout school and summer sports and winter sports and everything like that. My mother and father have been there every step of the way, and it was so good to have my little sister and brother here as well. So yeah, they talk about the sacrifices that we have to make sometimes to get to get the opportunity to get here, but the sacrifices they make, I think is second to none. I remember as a little kid go over the next door neighbour's house, and you just watch the gold jersey run around, and you just think how awesome it'd be, just to be a part of it, and just to get the opportunity. I'm really thankful, and look, happy to say that I'm part of the Wallabies family.
It's either orange or red. Let's go, the boys. The boys.
Well, welcome to Riverview College in Sydney. I'm Chris Ford. I'm joined by Martin Cambridge. Marty, the rain has cleared. The teams are out onto the field. It's been a brilliant day of rugby action at the 2017 Australian Schoolboys. Marty, what have you enjoyed? Well, we just have to check here, Marty. We might have a few problems with your mic not being on.
Let's give it another go now. We're back on here. We're ready to go.
We've got you now, Marty. Welcome to the coverage.
Thank you very much.
Combined schools to kick off here at Riverview. The rain has cleared, and we are underway with the whistle of Brodie Ingram. Goes Queensland. Regather the ball. Very well done there on the far side of the field. Ball comes back into centre field. It's a huge test here for Queensland twos. We are two Queenslanders in the commentary box. That's an early knock on. It is very greasy out here. Marty, we missed the teams. Do you want to just run us through the teams for, firstly, the combined states team?
Absolutely. We've got Douglas Hicks, Ben Joseph, Brady Dawson, Harrison Cannon, Emmett Keeper, Bruce Tavega, Joel Ellis, Willie Manu, Cooper Chambers, Jack Walsh, Sterling Doyle, Charlie Baker, Tristan Riley, Jeremy Kempston, and Michael Pavlakis. And then on the bench, Jack Winchester, Amosi Takuri, William McCormick, Davinder Stowers, Harrison Turner, William Kirk, Isaac Crone, and Ben Duckworth as we hit for the first scrum. We'll get to the Queensland team shortly. Looks to have gone down there on that far side, but the ball is out. They play centre field, that crash ball. Queensland over the ball very strongly early on. We have seen some very enterprising footy on day one, despite
a cold winter's morning in Sydney. It's been a very chilly weekend down here. The ball's out of play on that far side, and it will be the Queensland lineup in a perfect time, hopefully, to fit in the Queensland 2 side, Marty.
Starting up front, we've got Prince Tagale, Reese Van Neck, Emily Tumavave, Ryan Gassman, Kurt Kruwinis, Bailey Tuttow, Cohen Herbert, Lachlan Connors, Josh Vuter at scrum half, Cooper Whiteside, his half partner, Valami Lau, Hawani Ford Stevens, Xavier Soli, and Miller Venera Lalotoa, Byron Ralston at fullback.
Yes, and the ball has played now centre field for Queensland. It looks like it's a turnover, yes. Over the ball. Very, very strongly there. I can't quite get a number from here, but it looked like Joel Ellis from Waverley College here in Sydney. They're going to kick for touch. And as the ball goes down, about the 5 metre. Oh no, ball doesn't find touch. And Queensland will clear. Little banana kick. And it earns very good territory from that very tight position down there in Queensland half, Muddy.
The Queensland 2 side playing for their state today after the Queensland 1s went down earlier on to ACT in what was probably the shock of the tournament so far. Both New South Wales sides have won earlier today. And yeah, looking forward to this one. 40, the combined states look good in their green and yellow.
Yes, of course. Well, as it is, the throw's not straight there. Is that the call from the referee? Yes, it is. The combined states are, of course, made up of, as the name would suggest, combined states, but this is mainly New South Wales and Queensland players in this squad as we head down for another scrum here. The first one did go down early. The pitch has seen plenty of action, as it will continue over Wednesday, Friday, and then Thursday on Saturday. Great crowd in attendance here at Riverview, as they always look after their guests as a scrum. Combined states pushing very strongly. Ball squirted out the back. Queensland under the pump inside their own 22. Brilliant little half burst there by Xavier Soli. They've got a packed short side here. Numbers are wide. Can they spin it? Ball doesn't squirt out. Combined states hold on. Fierce run there by number 8, Lachlan Connors from St Patrick's College. The ball is available. Scrum half Josh Vuda calling for it.
Hold forward, wait, 12.
There, Cooper Whiteside clears, but it's just more of a centre field bomb. Goes up. Number 15, Michael Pavlakis, spreads it wide. It's getting very physical here. The ball staying very tight with the dew. The sun's starting to poke through now. Queensland defence holding quite strong at the moment. They've sorted out the numbers. No, it's an advantage here. Slowing down the ball, not rolling away.
Great start here by the combined schools. 40. They'll have a lot to prove. They're sometimes thought of as sort of the best of the Western ones that don't quite make the state side, so they're really tough to beat when they come out.
Well, it fires up the team, doesn't it, really? That tag, best of the rest, it's only going to fire them up. As they clear now to about the 40-metre mark inside Queensland half.
Jeremy Kempston there with that clearing kick from Ipswich Grammar School up in Queensland. They find the line just inside the 10-metre line in their attack.
Line out time, and they've gone to the middle pod. Ball back. Spreading it wide through the hands. Queensland defence managing it well, but Michael Pavlakis breaks that first tackle and now forces his way into the 22. Queensland's 22. Emmett keeper there with a strong carry. Combined set of balls available there for Queensland. And they drop back into the pocket to clear. Cooper Whiteside. Ipswich Grammar product again goes centre field, but the ball's allowed to bounce. Queensland defence comes up. There's space back in the backfield. And will it find touch? No, it sits up inside the 22, but there is a penalty offside in front of the kicker. That's a coach killer, that one.
Yeah, the combined states was very keen to play this ball down in the Queensland half 40. They are playing the conditions very well. As we said, there was some rain earlier on, about an hour ago. some pretty solid rain for about 20 minutes there. So playing the territory game, not a bad idea in these stages of the game. As again, Jeremy Kempston goes for the penalty kick, and he makes some good gain footy. They're about 15 metres out, or even less, 10 metres out from the try line.
They can push on here now, the combined states team.
No numbers, no
Ben
numbers.
Joseph from Scots College with throw. Again to that middle pod, they bring it down well. Let's get this more formed. Starts to move, splinters off to the left and goes to ground. And they forced a turnover.
Holding tough here, the Queensland side 40. They are been out of the pump a little bit the last 10 minutes or so, but they are maintaining a solid defensive outline. And yeah, they're keeping the combined schools out. They'll be doing well if they can hold the ball in hand and maybe show us what they've got themselves.
Well, it has been a great start to day one of action. Of course, we saw New South Wales in the last game get up 39-8 over Victoria in the opening game of the day. It's New South Wales 2, 40 over Western Australia 0. And in that big boil over, ACT 20, Queensland 18. Well, we see a very strong scrum there from the combined states. They force Queensland back, but Queensland still get the feed. Really tight in the backfield here, Queensland. They'll look to exit here, relieve some pressure. They've been under the pump for the first part of this game, and their scrum's under the pump again here. The sun really now out in full force, and that's a penalty. Fantastic work over the ball there by the combined states. And will they go for the points here, Marty? No,
Looks like
they've called for the
picked a
scrum.
They're backing their forwards here, 40. They've been absolutely, like you said, dominating the start of this game. Another set piece, and hopefully they can cross for a 5-pointer.
The ball has been kept tight in these opening stages.
Nice and easy for me, Willie. Set.
Let's see here now.
Ready and ball.
Cooper Chambers feeding the scrum. They're pretty deep here, the combined state back line.
Over to the right side. Little loop play.
Hold that mark, thanks.
Queensland got it covered well. They are over the ball there. Ball is playable. Strong work from the Queensland defence to really force them backwards here as the ball goes left. Oh, what a massive hit, but he's called for offside.
Reece Van Neck out of the line very quickly there. The combined states would have felt every bit of that hit. And the referee
Brody Ingram
stopped
can have
play.
word here. As they repeat infringements, I'm sure the message is coming. Get your blokes. Just quit the infringements. I'm sure that's got to be the message here.
Cohen Herbert's taking that message straight back to his team there, Chris. Cohen Herbert from the Downlands College up in Queensland. And the combined states have called for another scrum here. They're piling on the pressure on these Queensland forwards.
It's an all-Sydney front row for the combined states with Douglas Hicks, Ben Joseph and Brady Dawson. And they're causing some damage to their Queensland brothers at this moment in time. So we see Cooper Chambers get ready to feed the ball into the scrum. Will they hold it in there? No, he's got the strike balls at the back, and they've gone left side this time. Number 8, Willie Manu, takes it into contact. Little tip back inside. Looks like we're squirting towards the line here. Oh, and a massive hit from Queensland there. As the ball spreads wide, Trigger out the back. Oh, Jeremy Kempston, did he get over there in the corner? No, he hasn't. The ball's still available. They've gone for a squirt out of dummy. The kick's gone wide. Sterling Doyle, acres of space, and he is over in the corner. Brilliant work there from Combined States. Apologies to the poor commentary, we were stuck a bit looking into the glare at this moment in time, but Marty, what great play by Combined States, and you can't say they didn't deserve it.
Absolutely, they've dominated the start of this game, 40. It's the crossfield kick. I wasn't sure about the option, but then I saw the winger matching up against the Queensland number 8 with acres of space, and the try scorer there running around Lachlan Connors to score in the corner. It was Sterling Doyle, of course, from Durham Marlin College, 40.
Yes, indeed. They very strong early stages from Combined States here. The scrum has been well on top of Queensland, and that try, as we said, very well deserved after they went, sideline to sideline with that one, as they nearly got over in the right-hand corner and then scored in the left-hand corner, and it is 5-0 in this one so far with the kick to come.
We've hardly seen the ball outside of the Queensland 22 for the last little while as well, Chris. The restart coming after this conversion attempt. Queensland will be desperate to get their hands on the pill and hold on to it.
Oh, and a magic kick there from the sideline from Combined States. Fantastic work to take it to 7-0. There's a bit of a light breeze out here, as we said earlier. The rain was coming down. It has stopped now. The sun is out. It's turned into a beautiful winter's afternoon in Sydney.
That conversion coming from Michael Pavlakis from Knox Grammar School.
The fullback has been in good form to start this one. As Combined States regather the ball, Queensland trying to force and slow down that breakdown. We haven't seen the ball down in here in Combined States half. Some great leg drive there from Brady Dawson. And Combined States flow left. What a break down the left-hand side. The ball cuts inside. There's numbers, and they're queuing up for Jack Walsh to go under the sticks. And what a try to Combined States.
2 and 2 minutes, Chris. The Queensland side caught napping down that sideline. And it was a simple try in the end, just passing through the hands, draw and pass. Very good work from the player inside Walsh there. I didn't quite catch him as he was sprinting down the sideline, but setting Walsh up to go untouched under the black dot.
Yeah, some great play. I mean, you've got to look back to even that work from the tight head. Brady Dawson forced the leg drive, forced the man into the breakdown, and the ball could spread wide on that blind side with some numbers. Great work from Combined States. And Michael Pavlakis to now extend the lead to 14-0. And you can't say again, as we keep saying, they don't deserve it.
Absolutely not. The Combined States have been all over Queensland at the moment. It'll be an important huddle for the boys now, as behind the goalpost while Pavlakis takes this conversion. They need to get the ball in hand and hold on to it. Pavlakis lines up directly in front. Can't see him having much issue with this one.
Right in front to make it 14-0 and straight through. 14-0 to Combined States in this one. We've seen about 15 minutes of action so far. Combined States well and truly on top. And we're ready for action again. As the sun is getting low, it'll be tough to run into in the second half for Queensland too, as that sun continues to drop here. Looks like Queensland are under it, and they've no, it's a knock on from Queensland there. Oh, he's going to play the advantage here. Combined States flock to the breakdown. The ball will spin wide again. They do have the numbers, but they pull it in tight. Great work from Brady Dawson with the offload. And they bolt down now about the 40-metre mark. Great work from Combined States. Ball coming right side now, close to camera. And they look trying to hold them up. It looks like he's playing advantage here. Here's Brody Ingram. They're just going one off into that contest, but doing very strong and getting that offload clear. It's a nice little tip on down this near side, but a brilliant tackle into touch by Josh Vuda. And this could be it. Brody Ingram might be going to the pocket here, or are they going back for a knock on?
We just had a chat about this. The next one's going to go to the
He's
bin.
reaching for the pocket.
He's reached for the pocket, and that is a yellow card.
Yeah.
Queensland down to 14 and
Skipper.
down by 14. What a tough start to this one, Marty.
Repeat infringements
Need to keep
costing
those
the
down,
Queensland
okay?
side there. Chris, it's they were already doing it tough. They're going to find it even tougher now with the one-man downs. We just get a quick number on the player who was given the yellow
Looks
card.
like Prince Talgali from Brisbane Boys College there in Toowong.
The Reds will the Queensland side will have to make a change now with their prop coming off. They'll have to rejig their lineup.
We'll wait to see the next time they go to a scrum.
Combined States with the line out.
Ball's gone to the back pod. Combined States go to the left now as the breeze starts to pick up here at Riverview in Sydney. Numbers are all left side. We're getting a bit of breeze. Our notes are flying away, if you believe that we do have notes up here. And the Queensland force Combined States back there. Great work there from Queensland. Ball going left side. Back into the contest there by Willie Manu. He's been strong in these early opening exchanges.
Very strong indeed. As they pick and drive straight out of the middle there and pop again to the hooker.
They're
Who
getting
pushes the pass again.
great
One more.
value out of that, Marty.
Straight down the middle, 40. They're beating them straight down the middle of the
Queensland over it though. Great work at the breakdown there by Queensland. And they forced the turnover to relieve just that little bit of pressure that was starting to build up.
How many?
I think that was the skipper, Colin Herbert, there with his hands on the ball,
Okay, that's why.
reaching over and slowing the ball down and winning the penalty for his side. As Cooper Whiteside looks for touch, and what a kick that is.
What a kick from Queensland.
Almost down to the attacking 22 on that far side from the broadcast. First real time we've seen Queensland down this side with the ball in
down in
hand.
their half, yes, very right, Marty.
Drop one, Green.
I was just trying to grab that number. I believe it was Ryan Gasman. I didn't want to do a disservice to his brilliant work over the breakdown, but they've cooked the line out, and Combined States go burst away. A little bit of a crawl on the ground, but the referee Ingram allows it to play on. As they try and just pick and go down that far side of the field. That's big Willie Manu there. He's been strong, but forced back here. As Combined States go wide and clear with all a little chip and chase over the top. There is space back there, but the bounce isn't favourable to Combined States. And Vilami Leia has a little knock on. And it will be a scrum to Combined States as that sun again forces its way through the clouds here in Sydney. And it will have to be a change to allow this scrum to happen. Tyrell Kapua coming onto the field to complete the front row for Queensland. That's of course with Prince Talgali in the bin.
Bailey Tautau coming off there.
Bailey Tautau making way. St Joseph's Nudgee College up in Brisbane. It's produced its fair share of Wallabies, and maybe some more Wallabies on show here today at Riverview College. We have seen some fantastic football today, Marty.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. And don't forget, if you have missed any of the games, Rugby.com.au has the full match replays up tonight. Of course, there's highlights, reactions, and a full live blog of all the action that's taken place so far on day one.
I believe your man Sam Phillips is up in Brisbane madly tweeting away. Hello to you, Sam. If you are watching on right now, which I'm sure you are, as the ball spreads wide from Combined States. Oh, nearly through there from Tristan Riley from St Joseph's College in Hunters Hill. Oh, what a pass in these conditions through wide there by Combined States. As Brady Dawson knocks it into contact. He's been trying to work that offload early in the stage of this game. Combined States and numbers to the right, but the pass seemingly to no one. And brilliant work there by Vilami Leia from Ipswich Grammar. Questions of sealing from Queensland too there as Combined States look to seal at that breakdown. They're over this one. And they have won the turnover. Great work there from Queensland, Marty.
Massive contest at the breakdown so far, Chris. We've seen that more than one occasion so far. The Queensland back rowers getting across the breakdown and grabbing that ball with massive pilfers. That might have been your friend Gasman
I think
again.
it was Ryan Gasman. He's doing very well for the second rower in the contest.
Not
there.
always easy for those big men to get in over the top of the ball like that. It's a handy skill to have.
And the ball held up in the wind, but it does find touch. And they're finally down into the 22. We do confirmation that Sam Phillips is watching. We've just received a text message finally he does some work up there. I've never actually seen him do anything, so it's good to see that he is on the tools today as Queensland go for the line out inside the 22. Oh, they've done the trick play. It's number 8, Lachlan Connors there at the front. Reese Van Neck, advantage being played here by Brodie Ingram. Out, and they don't try and take the advantage, but then they take the quick tap. Unusual play there by Josh Vuda. So those type of plays, you like to just try and put caution in the wind, maybe try that kick wide, but instead he drops the ball before taking a quick tap. Unusual play.
Combined States really trying to slow down the breakdown at the moment. They've been doing it pretty well for the game so far. Really frustrating the Queensland scrum half, Josh Vuta. He's been questioning the referee for most of this first half about their breakdown tactics. And yeah, as you said, strange tactic there, but they've got a chance now to build something off the set piece, off the back of this scrum.
Big call again to go for the scrum as well, down to 7 in the scrum, with Prince Taugali still in the bin.
Hold steady.
It's held steady. Ball's at the back there for Vuda, and he goes wide. Runs that big crash ball, does Valami Leia. As Queensland, nice little off there by Cooper Whiteside. The ball, centre field, about 5 metres out. They pick and go, and they're held up about a metre out. Playing advantage. And that is a try. No, he's going to pull in the assistants to see what he saw. They're going to have a chat. And no try. Short, and looks like they're going to play the advantage. There was a pick and go that went over the ruck, and they were offside. They're not rolling away, in fact. As Queensland call for the scrum again, centre field about 5 metres out, or just left of the uprights.
Prince Taugali also coming back on after his stint on the sidelines due to the yellow card he picked up 10 minutes ago. So Queensland back to their full complements now as we draw closer to the end of the first half. They'll be really looking to get on the scoreboard with the combined states at the moment leading 14-0.
And they have packed the open side. Valami Leia here on the blind side. You'll wonder if there'll be a little switch play, because there's a good sizable bit of space here on the blind side for Valami to really open up. As Josh Vuta backs down on the far side, and they will pack again.
Where's that sun gone now, Chris?
Mate, it's getting chilly up here in the scaffolding. But we love it. Australian Schoolboys footy in action again on Wednesday. Be sure to tune into all the reaction from day one on Rugby.com.au. As the scrum back to the full amount. The ball is fed in by Vuta. And they do go blindside. Vuta off to Leia, and he is over. So much space on that blind side, and they have scored about 5 metres in from touch. I don't want to say I called it, but did I call it?
I think you called it. It's like you've got a little crystal ball there. I don't know. You've yelled out the tactics just over the scaffold to the scrum half, and he's heard every word you've said. Taking that ball off the back of the scrum and quickly jumping out to that blind side, like you said, and you're not going to stop the winger Valami Leia from that far out. He's a big boy, and he's got big legs, and from 5 metres out one-on-one, you're not going to stop him.
An important kick to come here. 14-5 down with a kick to come are Queensland 2. As number 10, Cooper Whiteside from Ipswich Grammar School, up there just outside of Brisbane, will kick for the sticks. A breeze going from probably just outside the right upright to pull it back in. Perfect for the right footer as he lines them up. Strapping just over his left thigh. Looking to close the gap to just 7 points on the stroke of halftime. Queensland hitting back despite a man in the bin for 10 minutes. Whiteside looks at the posts. And he's pulled it to the left. Score remains 14-5. kickoff to come here from Combined States.
Interesting there, we saw, Chris, the first real opportunity for the Queensland side inside the Combined States attacking 22, and they come away with points. That'll feed them with a bit of confidence for the rest of the game, knowing that they can come away with points like that.
Yes, and nearly an early run there by Combined States. They had to pull the kick, and they have, looks like they've knocked it on there from the kickoff. Yes, they have. It'll be a scrum here to Queensland, but they've played on quickly. Whiteside now sprinting to wide. Oh, big collision there. Centre field will be called back for the scrum. Tristan Riley lined up Hoana Ford-Stevens, and the ball squirted out. It'll be a scrum back right side of the field.
I'm sure Cooper Whiteside will be apologising to his inside centre there. He didn't leave him much of an option there except to get smashed there by Tristan Riley from the Combined States school.
Interesting to see the Queensland scrum get back on top after the early stages. They were, put under the pressure from Combined States. With Josh Vuta now to feed the scrum. And saying that, is that the commentator's curse? No, the ball is out. Whiteside going for territory here with the halftime looming. And the ball has found touch inside the 22. Michael Pavlidis back, but he spins it wide. And they're going to go for a run, despite Queensland pressuring, and it looks like they've kicked it. The ball has not found touch, though. And Josh Vuta steps back inside, but he's caught. And a centre field bomb lands about the 22. Combined States are back there for numbers, but they will kick and clear, settle this one down. It goes out about the 40-metre mark. And it's probably about even Stevens after that kicking contest.
Interesting passage of play there. It's not often you see the hooker catch the ball on the wing and then sprint it back inside for the scrum half. And then a strange kick from Cooper Whiteside there. He was under a bit of pressure and decided to throw it on the boot as Queensland take the line out just inside their attacking half.
Hold.
At the back for Queensland too. Valami Leia has been used as a battering ram in this early half. He punches it up to the 40-metre mark. They keep going right side with Cooper Whiteside nearly punching through. But is he held up in this one? The maul has been called. And has the ball squirted out? Looks like it could be a turnover as the numbers pack in. There we go. Called by referee Brodie Ingram. And it will be a scrum to Combined States on about their 22, apex of the 22 and the 15 mark there.
Very good defence there from the Combined States, holding the player up and all of the forwards getting involved. We saw the Queensland forwards try and dive in to keep that maul moving, but the ball was not coming out of there, so the referee had no choice but to award the scrum to the Combined States.
Well, you thought the ball must have been coming out because he held it for a long time there, did referee Ingram, but the ball did not squirt out, and it will be a scrum to Combined States as they look to close out the half. In front, 14 points to 5. Despite the weather, they've held on pretty strong. Oh, bumps off the first tackle there. Xavier Soli. And he falls off the next one as well. As they go blindside, plenty of numbers as they just hook around the blindside. It looks like it'll be a box to clear outside the 22, and it's touched as Josh Vuta spins it wide. Brian Ralston into the play, dives over the first tackler, and the ball's on the 22 about centre field. Numbers to the blind, and that's the way Vuta goes. Tries for the dummy and gets held up around the neck there, not called. Ball is available. Oof. Big run there from Emil Tuamavavi. And they come blindside again. Some big collisions out here right now. Everyone's warming up into the challenge. Nearly forcing the turnover for Combined States. And they're over this one. He's been lifted, but no, the ball's available.
The Combined States doing a fantastic job of slowing down the breakdown here. Josh Vuta getting very frustrated. The lack of clean ball as Cooper Whiteside knocks on, trying to step around. But they are coming back for a penalty advantage, Chris.
All right, just wait.
Looks like not rolling away there. It will be a penalty. Coach on the sideline calling for a tap and go. But he might kick for touch here. Force the line out, 5 metres out. Half time. Not far away. 14-5 to Combined States.
Reece Van Neck taking this line out throw. You think the Reds, the Queensland side, might look for a rolling maul forwards try, or they are set up pretty wide. They've gone for a 6-man line out.
Is Reece Van Neck calling for spacing?
If we're set, we're going to throw the ball, okay?
Thrown it to the back. Ref had said hold up. And, oh, they tried the same little trick play, and Reece Van Neck is over in the corner. It went to number 8, Lachlan Connors, then back to Van Neck, and then over.
No wonder he was worried about the spacing there, Chris. He was looking for some space for himself. He was looking to make sure he was going to sneak down that short side, getting the ball back from Lachlan Connors from St Patrick's College, but Reece Van Neck with the second try for the Queensland side, and he's hails from Brisbane Boys College, the hooker.
BBC again, a nice breeding ground for Wallabies. Will Gannier, James Hall of recent memory there, and even in the Queensland Maroon side, Dane Gagai. If we go over to our rugby league brothers from BBC now, the Newcastle Knights and Queensland Maroons. That's where we see this is the breeding ground for future stars of the professional game in Australia, and you can see them all live and free, of course, on Rugby.com.au. Reaction to come later tonight as Cooper Whiteside.
He's had a go at this kick already today, Chris.
Well, he's put it left. Let's see if he's learned that breeze again, going across that face of the post. He's really aimed this one out to the right. So starts his run up, and he pulls that one, and almost a carbon copy.
Almost exactly the same kick there as the referee signals for half time here. It is the combined schools ahead at the break.
And that is half time here at Riverview. It is 14 points to 10 to Combined States. All right, and Brody Ingram getting the second half underway. Combined States leading by 14 points to 10 over Queensland. The ball kicked superbly there by Cooper Whiteside, but there's a knock-on from Queensland, a scrum again here to Combined States to open the second half. Marty, what did you make of the first half action?
Well, Chris, I thought the Combined States got off to the better start, and they were really dominating up in the forwards. The scrums, a set piece, dominating possession, but the Queensland side definitely hit back towards the second half of that first 40, or first half an hour rather. And towards the end there, they were probably hoping that the break wasn't going to come so quickly. But like you said, Cooper Whiteside there with a great kickoff. He's had a couple of good restarts so far this game, as they take it away from the back of the scrum.
Yeah, big Willie Manu forcing the break there. Pavlakis takes it into contact. Ball comes loose, and they go wide now. Queensland 2, they're short numbers as Xavier Solly loses it, but they're going back to the knock-on there by Pavlakis, all created there by Willie Manu. Again, been very impressive for Combined States. Who's caught your eye, Marty?
I thought Pavlakis, actually, before he knocked that ball on it, had pretty much a perfect game. He's not the biggest fullback we've seen out here today, but he's been very, very impressive. Also the winger for Queensland. I'll just grab his name. Valami Leia, that's the one. Like you were saying in the first half, he has been used as a battering ram and also crossed for a try. Cooper Whiteside as well, the number 10 for Queensland, has been pushing his forwards around very nicely.
As we go for a scrum. Left side, the sun looks like it's hidden away there behind the clouds. Over to our western side, and Whiteside clears, but the ball is not out. Sterling Doyle regathers, back to Pavlakis, takes it into contact, tried to force the offload around, but he couldn't. Combined States pile in, and the ball comes loose. And they go right side. And they keep peeling around, but holding on great work there by Queensland, and that is number 6, Bailey Tautau.
No doubt the
Great
message
turnover.
at halftime from the Queensland coaching staff would have been to keep their hands on the ball and play the ball down in these combined states half. We saw there in the first half, every time they did get down inside the 22, they came away with points. As we see Cooper Whiteside clear that penalty just inside the 22. Another attacking opportunity at the very start of this second half.
With the line out, they've run a couple of trick plays. This time they've gone for 7-man.
Head up, Reese, come on. Come, coach. Just take a Emil.
Coach killer there, Chris, no doubt. Reese Van Ek's done some great stuff so far in this game. That one there wasn't one of his shining moments. As the referee has a quick chat with Cooper Whiteside there, I'm not sure what that's all about. And we see the fourth scrum already in the second half.
Josh, watch. Talk to me, come blind side, Josh, tell me. Good boy, Neil. Drop your knees. Good job, good scrum. Stay hold.
Footy. Oh, and that he's got away with that one. Has Josh Voodoo, who's well and truly offside. As Queensland now has punched straight back. Looks like we've had an injury here. You never like to hear that. Tausanga Foe went straight to ground. He screamed out in pain, and he's being looked at to by medical staff now as both teams create a huddle.
Absolutely,
never like to see that in the game.
Devastating there, Chris. He fell very quickly after trying to step off his right foot there. I think we'll find this will be a timely delay, this one, for attention to Tausanga Foe.
They went to go counter-attack. He called the ball. And just the coach's messages now onto the field. Chance for some water to both teams. As Tausanga Foe from Ipswich State High School receives some medical attention. He's talking with the medical guys. Well, they're just looking at his right knee.
Maybe another quick chance for us to recap the action so far today. The first game, of course.
What a very good idea. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from today's day one of action down here at Riverview in Sydney. We've had some fantastic games to open up. That was Combined States early getting over with Sterling Doyle in the left-hand corner from a brilliant crossfield kick. They really opened up the game there in the brief 2-minute period. And as Pavlakis went back inside, and it went over under the sticks for Jack Walsh. A brilliant, enterprising play there by Combined States. But Queensland hit back, and the score now at 14-10 as we're about to get action underway again here with Tausanga Foe getting help from the field and now on the bench receiving medical attention as we're going to have a scrum to restart play. But some brilliant foot as we have seen here so far on day one and in this game in particular. 14-10 now to Combined States. Combined States get the strike. We've had a couple of changes so far. The ball heading out wide. Pavlakis, he's got room to move, draws the defender. And he balls out. Looks like a knock on there.
The ball got
couldn't
thrown
catch it on the other side.
Back on the inside, back to Pavlakis, just couldn't gather with the ball around his bootlaces. Shows a bit of speed though, Pavlakis, on a couple of occasions so far today. Definitely one to watch out for the rest of the week. The fullback for the combined states.
Looked to draw the defender, went back out wide to Jeremy Kempston. Then a knock on, giving Queensland the chance to relieve some pressure. But there hasn't been much territory footy played so far this game.
All day we've seen the teams have been really willing to throw the ball around by hand, and very, very unusual for them to be kicking for territory, as we see Queensland do the same thing again.
Runs that short crash ball there, does Cooper, and another knock on.
Ball security being a real issue so far in the second half.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the first half, you definitely could blame that on the weather. So far, it has cleared up despite a makeshift umbrella above our heads. The weather has cleared. As we see a change for the combined states. Harry Turner coming on from Epping Boys High School. And trying to grab a number of who's made way. And it is Joel Ellis from Waverley College who's made way. As combined states now on the attack. There's been a slip in the Queensland defence, and Pavlakis has gone wide. And it's Sterling Doyle, but he can't get through the cover defence there from Queensland. The ball, left-hand side, inside the 22. Seen Jack Walsh go into first receiver a lot at the moment. Oh, a great burst there from the second rower, Emmett Keeper from Ipswich Grammar. But he's pulled up short, and the substitute is over. That is Harry Turner. The try is awarded. Combined states, some fantastic play there, Marty. Went left side, went back right side, over for the try in the corner to the substitute, Harry Turner.
The coach takes all the credit for that substitution there, Chris. His first touch of the ball, and Harry Turner crosses over in the corner. The combined states heading out now to a 19-10 lead with the kick to come.
Turner just
Not
came
what the Queensland
around the
side was
side
after.
of the ruck superbly well. And he goes over in the corner.
Combined states, this time to number 7, Harry Turner.
And that makes the score 19-10 with the kick to come.
Combined states go ahead.
Pavlakis lining it up out wide.
10.
Might be getting heckled from the crowd there. The young chap in the blue socks, the blue cap, maybe giving him a bit of grief. And as he gets ready to kick for this one. And the kick, he's got some legs on it. What a brilliant kick. 21-10. A fantastic kick there.
Pavlakis, he's just about one man of the match so far in this game. He showed just so much skill, so much flair in attack and knocking kicks over from the sideline. As the Queensland side makes 3 changes, a whole new front row coming on. Nesta Mahina, Terrell Kapua and Sinilau Wolski.
Wow, some strong pronunciation there from you, Martin.
I'm trying my best.
You are well done. As go high again from Cooper Whiteside. It's a knock on from Queensland, and it'll come back for a scrum. Yes, Pavlakis, excellent form with the boot. He's gone 2 sideline conversions, one from straight in front, we must add. But on both sides, the right footer having to kick from the left hand sideline and the right hand sideline. Now that's 6 points. You might not think of it much, but they're up 21-10 over Queensland. As combined states will feed the scrum.
The crowd still sticking around here, Chris. A very good crowd here down at St Ignatius at Riverview. Remember, there are games as well on Wednesday and again on Friday, I believe.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday again. Marty, you're full of knowledge.
You've just got to come down and watch the future Wallabies in action.
Well, free attendance, and you can, of course, live stream it on Rugby.com.au. Follow all the action online and through Facebook as the ball comes out here. Oh, takes into contact. Looked like a high tackle there. But Jack Walsh has taken over the first receiver duties. Gone the cutout ball. Probably could have gone through the hands. The ball is being held up here. And they're going back for the penalty. Brody Ingram saw the high tackle. About centre field. But Walsh doing an excellent job at first receiver. Just took it around the chin.
On the way to the next line out, okay, we'll just have a chat.
Combined States will now kick for touch. And that is Jeremy Kempston with ball in hand. And he finds touch just over halfway into Queensland's territory. And Ben Joseph now with the line out. A few changes here from Combined States.
Amosi Takiri coming off. Of course, that's a relative of Lottie Takiri, the Wallaby, coming off.
Just got to watch subway, guys.
I don't know if that's a fact, but
Time on.
there you go. Combined States going to the front. Great contest there from Queensland. And they force a turnover and we go blindside. And he breaks that first one back inside. But Combined States holding him up and dragging him into touch. Great cover defense there by Combined States as Vuta went blindside. Yes, Amosi Takiri, cousin of Lottie, 138 kilograms of him. Should add. Well done there.
Straight out of Morris College up there in Ashgrove in Brisbane. There's been a viral video circling of him lately.
Home of the great John Eales. And Matthew Hayden, I believe, in cricketing circles.
Leave him.
As Josh Vuda tries to put some pressure on as Pavlakis clears, but only as far as Byron Ralston, I should say. Combined States over the ball, fighting for it, but the ball's come out. Vuda drops it, ball's coming back wide. Combined States are fierce at the breakdown. Great tackle there. Oh, and they've won it. I believe that is Harry Turner as he comes up from the ground. Great work from the tearaway. He's got a try. He's come off the bench, forced the turnover. And will they kick for touch now, or will they go for the sticks? They're going to kick for touch.
You're going to touch.
The combined schools absolutely dominating in the forwards at the moment, Chris. The Queensland side just not able to get any front football whatsoever. And when they do get possession and they find themselves down in the combined schools half, a knock-on or a breakdown turnover is just killing them at the moment as they'll take the line out about 7 metres out from the try line.
Combined States walking up. They're not super deep. Looks like they're going to go for the maul. But the ball's come loose and Queensland, strong defence there from Charlie Baker. And now the Queensland will get the chance to clear. I think that's your man Takiri, who's struggled hard to take down.
Take him back.
Queensland clearing. That was an unusual set of events there.
Sensational kick.
States now clear it. He's worked the meters very well from a kick inside. He's 22. He's up to about halfway. Sorry, we just saw Josh Vuda dumming that he was going to take a quick line out, and he's held onto it.
This line out right in front of us here in our commentary position. We'll be able a better view of the straight line out. An absolutely sensational throw-in, and Vuda takes it off the back.
Oh, Queensland going wide. That looks like it's going to be a try. Valami Leia goes over in the corner for his second try, and Queensland hit back 21 points to 15. They spread it wide, they forced a turnover, It all came from that line out there. Great set-piece try from Queensland too.
Excellent set-piece try there, Chris. That's what the fans love to see off the back of the line out. The forwards and the backs working together. And it makes you wonder why Vilami Leia hasn't got his hands on the ball more often. He's just so damaging out there on that left wing.
A huge put down over the line. Very well done through the hands on that left-hand side. And Vilami Leia, what an opening game from the Ipswich Grammar product. As they go back for the kick on the far side. It's where Michael Pavlakis kicked it from last time. And this 15 minutes left to play here at Review, and the final game on day one of action. We're back on Wednesday. Scores now 21-15. Within a score for Queensland 2 with 15 minutes left to play.
Plenty of time, as you say, left in this one, Chris, for the Queensland side to get back into it. Of course, the Queensland 1s went down earlier today to the ACT team, so the Queensland 2s playing for pride north of the border.
As Josh Vuda takes it into contact and almost breaks free and finds the offload. Very well done. We're up on halfway. They're making a mess of the breakdown combined states. And looks like they're breaking away. And that is Tristan Riley to hit straight back under the sticks. Carter Gordon went for the ball between the legs and it did not come off. Tristan Riley pounced, and the combined states have hit straight back to take the score to 26. As we see, Carter Gordon went for that ball. Ball popped out. Some quick hands. And Tristan Riley away to score. Marty, what can you say about that one?
The Queensland coach will not be happy with that. Just after they scored and got themselves well and truly back in the game, to give up an easy, soft try like that is really, really what they call a coach killer. Pavlakis here waiting for his tee so he can slot this one from straight in front. He probably doesn't need it, but he's waiting for the tee to get brought out as his teammates yell out, drop kick it.
Well, they wanted to keep playing. I thought it might have been a bit of time wasting here as they hold on to a strong lead. I shouldn't say hold on. They're up very convincingly to make it 28-15. Pavlakis slots it.
He didn't want to find himself on social media later, missing the drop goal right in front and doing the right thing, waiting for the tee.
No.
He's had a good game so far.
Lead at the moment, but within 2 tries, 2 converted tries, so you never know. With just over 10 minutes to go.
And like we have been saying so far today, Chris, when Queensland do get that ball inside the attacking 22, they've been very damaging. So let's wait and see what happens to
an excellent
10.
Take there from Cohen Herbert. He's been superb off the other restarts and his own. He draws, offloads. Some fantastic play there to Rian Stowers. But he's knocked it on. Oh, and Stowers asking the ref where. Throws the ball to the ground. Didn't quite see the knock in that one, but referee Brody Ingram did. And now it's a scrum to combined states. Down inside their own 22. Again, it looks like they're lining up to run it. But they've had a couple of trick plays early in this one, and you never know.
We haven't seen many clearing kicks so far in this game. I'd struggle to see them try and do it now as the scrum could be reset.
A fair few midfield bombs.
A fair few midfield bombs. Not much clearing kicks so far from inside the 22.
No, and it's been talked about throughout all levels of rugby at the moment, within the professional game as well, about the playing the possession game, even so much as the Wallabies in June.
We did see the Wallabies in June play the ball through their hands a lot from inside their own 22. As the second scrum looks to be a little bit better.
Combined states tearing straight through them, and they will run the ball. crashed up. Now they position Pavlakis back into the pocket here. But, oh, it's a knock on as Queensland went to steal that one. No chance, and it's another scrum to combine states here. But yeah, Marty, it's been talked about at all levels of the game. I guess it's a catch-22. You want to see enterprising footy, but you want to see game management at this level.
It's always interesting too with the conditions, what they choose to do. Obviously at the start of this game where it was a little bit more slippery, perhaps the kicking options were a bit better. But I mean, the combined states are up in this game and they're feeling confident with ball in hand, and like we've seen them do throughout this game, they've made a few line breaks and they've looked good with ball in hand.
A bit of space to the right if they do want to run it, and they spin it. As Queensland try to force a turnover, Pavlakis caught high, and combined states continue to run. But he's called it, and it could be a yellow card here for Queensland, slapped around the chops.
Carter Gordon's being called out, Chris.
We talked before about this. 3 eye tackles, the next one's in the bin.
And he is going to spend 10 in the bin. Their job
Here.
to come back now. Almost impossible as he makes way. The last couple of minutes left in this one. As he will spend 7 minutes in the bin, obviously with the reduced halves. And a line out here to combine states.
Hold. Good.
And combined states to clear again. What a little spin there from Isaac Crone. Takes it into the contest, but Queensland get their hands on the ball and force the turnover. Now they will kick for touch through Josh Vuda.
Josh Vuda's had a great game today so far. Chris dealing with what he's had at the breakdown, trying to get that quick ball. We see them, they'll take this line out just outside the 5 metre line as if they can score quickly here, who knows what can happen. I'm all set up for a grandstand finish, I'm not sure about you.
Well, it would be great to see another tight finish. Queensland 1 going down to ACT in a thrilling finish earlier today. As we wait for day 2 action on Wednesday. Overthrow, but Queensland regather. No, not straight. And combined states will get the scrum. It's been some sloppy work as they go to the back of the line out. Here, it's a tough throw. It's a big one to call as you desperately seek that try to go to the back of the line out. Right on that 15 metre mark. And combined states will go for it again. About a 15 metre blindside, but they've not put anyone out there as of yet, although Queensland are marking the invisible man. No one there. It looks like the Queensland winger might drop back now to await a kick as combined states put the ball into the scrum. Ball comes wide. Oh, not through the hands. Maybe a little knock on there from combined states. Queensland throw themselves into the breakdown again, and they have forced the turnover. Side entry called from combined states. They're right in front of the sticks. Will they go for the quick tap, not trusting the set piece, or will they call the scrum? Waiting for the decision there from Cohen Herbert, and they've called the scrum.
Josh Vuda and Cohen Herbert having a discussion there, but what they would do is directly in front this penalty.
Well, which side's Valami Leia going? He's seen plenty of action.
He's on the left-hand side, the open side of the field. You'd be getting the ball to him as quickly as possible, I'd imagine.
Got plenty of room to move out there on the left wing. And Vuda feeds the ball in. Ball comes out, but combined states, what a scrum. Free kick. Early push, they've called it. Don't think they'll go to the scrum again with the front row just all over them. They've gone the quick tap. Cohen Herbert into contact. Spins so close to getting over the line. Vuda now calling in his men. They've dived over. Looks like they could be held up over the line here. No, it's a try. Great work there from Queensland will try and get a number from in on that one. A mess of bodies, and they will go back, and looks like he's just going to go for the quick drop kick conversion, and he has nailed it.
Josh Vuda, no mistake there.
And that takes it now
So, with only a
to
couple of
28-22,
we have
if my maths proves correct.
try to Queensland
Yet
2,
to
and
see
they
who that
do,
was.
and they trail by
Apologies.
22 to 28. Just a minute or two left.
Down to the last couple of minutes
last-
here.
Cheers.
So there might be 2 or 3 minutes.
Combined States taking plenty of time to kick this one. Cohen Herbert, they've been going for him for this past couple of times, and they've gone over his head this time. Playing for territory now. Good little take there. Vuda spins it wide. Runs straight into contact, still inside the 22 if they want to kick it, but they want to play with just a couple of minutes to go. And he throws the dummy, nearly forces his way through, does Hawani Ford-Stevens. Now they drop back to spin it again into the big boppers. He's gone high into contact there. Combined States looking for the turnover, but they won't get it. The ball's available. Vuda goes wide. Great little bit of foot there, work there by Cohen Herbert. And now time, bit of space left. They draw, they spin. Xavier Solly into contact. Couldn't find his spacing just there. And Queensland now throwing themselves into the contest. Is what we wanted to see for the first hour of footy, but that's a knock on. A ball that probably wasn't meant for Hawani Ford-Stevens, but he clutched at it and knocked it on a scrum to Combined States.
They looked really good there, working the ball out from inside their 22. They very slick, getting some good fast ball there for Vuda. Very good on the clean out, especially from Will Chaffee there. Came flying through as the Combined States were looking for a turnover early in those phases. It's going to be tough now for Queensland. They're going to have to get their hands on the ball very quickly after this Combined States scrum if they're any chance in this match.
As we get ready for this scrum, 28-22. Minutes to go. We are going by the watch of Brody Ingram out there in centre field. Big hit there, and the ball's come loose, but it's gone backwards. As Combined States have the chance to run. He looks like he's held up there in this one. Have they called the maul? Well, yet to see. The ball's gone to ground, it's come loose, and Queensland now go wide. Huge run there by number 8, Lachlan Connors. And Vuda goes left-hand side. Were they offside? The ball comes out. Combined States now with the ball. And they will kick, but Pavlar, no, the ball's gone out on that far side. So a chance for Queensland. A line out on the 10-metre mark.
We wanted that grandstand finish, Chris, and we're going to get it, I think, the Queensland side. Looking for...
Ball's gone over, but it is straight. And we're busting through. Nearly up to the 22 for Queensland. As they throw the men into the breakdown. Ball's advantage being played. But he drops it again. You just want to see him throw caution to the wind there. Vuda, but he drops it, and they kick for touch and go the line out again. Not as deep as you would have hoped.
It's an interesting tactic, the way that he drops the ball with the advantage rather than aiming for some kind of try-scoring play.
Well, you see it probably more often than you should, but on the 22, ball just left-hand side of the sticks, you want to get them to have a crack, and there we go. They have lost it, knocked on at the line out. Combined States ball.
Yellow card returning.
As a change. Oh no, we have Carter Gordon back on the field, serving his 7 minutes in the bin.
Scrum's here.
After his high shot. Marty, I thought you were counting down that one for me, mate.
Back to full compliments to Queensland side. 15 on 15.
To be honest, I forgot he was in the bin.
That's how well Queensland have been doing in the last 7 minutes. They've fought their way well and truly back into this contest, but small errors such as those knock-ons off the line out are just really killing them. They need some more possession and time inside this attacking 22.
Combined States balls come out of the same tunnel. Mate, you're an art of the. You're big into
I'm an art.
the
I'm a piece of art.
You're big into the dark arts of the scrum. Talk us through what's going on right now.
We just saw that one there. Got fed in through the tunnel, back out the same spot. So it's a reset for that one, Chris.
Yeah. Just let it loose, mate. Just
let them play on.
Just let them play. Let the boys play.
Well, coming from Brisbane ourselves, we would have been happy for Josh Verder to be able to pick that one up and play on, no doubt.
The scrum's gone down again. Now, a very important skill of the modern game, scrummaging. You've got to be that all-round prop now. You can't just be a good scrummager. You've got to be a good ball player. You've got to be good around the field. And we have seen some excellent work, especially from Brady Dawson. He's impressed me for Combined States, the tight head for Combined States from Knox Grammar School in Sydney. He's been big, he's been strong, he's been creating the offloads, and now wheeling the scrum. Little knock on again from Queensland. They thought they had it. And that is full time. Combined States have done it. 28-22. A big win there. But Brody Ingram has blown full time here at Riverview. The final game on day one. We've seen some excellent games so far. New South Wales 240 over WA 0. Of course, ACT in that memorable win, 20 points to 18 over Queensland, and New South Wales 39-8 over Victoria. But here it was 28-22 with the Combined States going over Queensland 2. And here we see some of the highlights from today's game. The late kickoff.
ACT 2018 over Queensland 1. New South Wales 1s 39-8 over Victorian schools. And the final score here today, Queensland 2 lost to at States 28. Thank you very much for your time here today. Australian Skills would like to thank Ausbil, their major sponsors, together with the ARU, and with other supporters, RUCA, the Rugby Union Players Association, Gilbert Footballs and the Macquarie Bank. Playing will resume on Wednesday, 4 games on Wednesday starting at 10 o'clock, the last game at 2:30. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Friend's not working very well. And thank you for your attendance, and we'll see you here on Wednesday.
Come on, States, 3 cheers to Q2. Hip, 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 hip.
And we are back here in Sydney. That's the end of the last game on day one, with Combined States taking it out 28-22 over Queensland 2. And what a day of action we have seen as the teams have their final chat. down here on deck at Riverview College. St. Ignatius, Riverview, I should say. What a day of action we have seen as the crowd begins to move away. It was a beautiful day of action, and the weather came in. The rain started to flow, but the sun is starting to peek through some of the clouds here. Of course, the action on day one, New South Wales 2 taking it out 40 points to 0 over Western Australia. ACT 20 points to 18 over Queensland 1. And New South Wales 1 over Victoria in the second last game. Before the final one, Queensland 2 going down to combined states to the score of 28-22. We are back on Wednesday with all the action. But, of course, you can catch all the highlights and reaction on Rugby.com.au.